Hey guys, welcome back. Today's episode takes an interesting look at a Scottish village, a fictional Scottish village. No, I'm not talking about Schmiga, what's its name? But I am talking about its musical origin story, Brigadoon. So, Brigadoon is a musical with book and lyrics by Alan J. Lerner and music by Frederick Lowe. It features two American tourists who stumble upon Brigadoon, a mysterious Scottish village that appears for only one day every 100 years. Inspired by Rodgers and Hammerstein's successful collaborations of Oklahoma and Carousel, the duo Lerner and Lowe created Brigadoon, about a magical village in the Scottish Highlands, which includes a serious love story as the main plot and a lighter romance as the subplot. Agnes DeMille, who had previously choreographed Oklahoma and Carousel, was hired as choreographer, and her work for Brigadoon incorporated elements of traditional Scottish folk dance, a traditional sword dance, a chase scene, and a funeral dance. Though the Highland village of Brigadoon is fictional, it is named after the Brigadoon, which is an actual bridge located south of Alloway, Ayrshire, Scotland, and is the setting for the final verse of Robert Burns' poem, Tam O'Shanter. The production opened on Broadway at the Ziegfeld Theatre in March of 1947, where it ran for 581 performances. The production would welcome a host of newcomers, including James Mitchell, who is best known for playing Palmer Courtland in the television soap opera All My Children, and Pamela Britton, best known for playing Laura Lee Brown in the TV series My Favorite Martian. After DeMille won the Tony Award for Best Choreography, the show would return to Philadelphia post-Broadway at the Shubert Theater in September of 1948 for 2 weeks before enjoying an extended North American tour. The musical's original West End production would open in April of 1949 at Her Majesty's Theatre, running for 685 performances, and starring Noel Gordon, who was best known for playing Meg Mortimer in the British soap opera Crossroads. In May of 1950, the musical was revived at New York City Center, as well as a 1957 revival at the Adelphi Theater on Broadway. A third revival, in January of 1963, opened at New York City Center, running for a limited engagement of 16 performances. Starring Sally Ann Howes, who is best known for her portrayal of Truly Scrumptious in the 1968 musical film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. A fourth Broadway revival would open in October of 1980 at the Majestic Theater, running for 133 performances, and starring John Curry, who is a 1976 European, World, and Olympic champion of British figure skating. The musical would see its first West End revival in October of 1988 at the Victoria Palace Theatre, starring Leslie Mackey, who is best known for playing Daisy in the horror film The Wicker Man. The Times reviewer noted that the main source of the magic of Brigadoon comes from DeMille's choreography, which was re-choreographed by Tommy Shaw. In 2014, a major revival was staged at the Goodman Theater in Chicago. The New York Times called this production a first-class revival that boasts an infectious buoyancy of spirit and a welcome absence of postmodern flourishes. In 2017, the production would see an opening at the State Theatre in Melbourne, Australia, updating the setting of the world outside Brigadoon to more contemporary times. In that same year, a staged concert was presented at New York City Center, starring Stephanie J. Block, who we know now recently starred as Cher in the Broadway musical The Cher Show, Kelly O'Hara, who won the 2015 Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical in the Lincoln Center revival of The King and I, and Patrick Wilson. Brigadoon would also see its story brought to screen and television, starting with a film released by MGM in 1954, starring Gene Kelly and Sid Charisse. In 1966, a television film version was broadcast on ABC using a modernized, abbreviated script that accommodated much more of the score than a 1954 film version had, though the entire production ran only 90 minutes with commercials. This television premiere starred Robert Goulet, Peter Falk, who is best known for playing Lieutenant Columbo in the ABC series of the same name, Sally Howes, and Finley Curry, best known for his role of Balthazar in the film Ben-Hur. And in 2021, as we know from the title, the musical story would be presented in a musical comedy TV series titled Schmigadoon. Brigadoon is a timeless classic that continues to entertain and inspire audiences today. The show's message of love, hope, and second chances is as relevant today as it was when it was first written. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed this, please comment on what you liked or disliked. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to see other videos like this, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, that's a wrap.